to the third episode in the series of Tenses Simplified. There are two earlier videos on this topic, and I have given the link in the description to this video. Please check them out before you start this video. Today we talk about perfect tenses. These are a little complex as compared to the earlier two types that we've done, that is simple tenses and continuous tenses. Simple tenses, as we've seen, focus on the time period. Okay, when is the action happening? Whereas continuous tenses focus on the continuity of the action. That is, the action is going on, the continuous nature of the action. Perfect tenses that we are going to look at today, to put it into short, its focus lies on completion of the action. It talks about completion of action. The first in the series, present perfect tense. This tense is used to describe an action that started in the past and has completed when we talk about it. For example, I have lived in this city for 5 years. Joy has taken my advice on this. We have run 2 kilometers. So grammatically, the verb here is used in its V3 form. Right? The reference of V1, V2 and V3 lies in the links that I have shared in this video. Okay, the comment sections to this video. Now the verb here is used in the V3 form, the third form of the verb, along with an auxiliary or a helping verb. Now the auxiliary can be has with he, she or it, and have with I, we, you or they. The negatives can be formed by adding a not to the helping verb. So I have not lived in this city for 5 years. Joy has not lived in this city for 5 years. Joy has not taken my advice on this. We have not run 2 kilometers. Please note that have not can be contracted to haven't, and has not can be contracted to hasn't. Some more examples. Tom has reached the island. They have found a treasure. Now try converting these sentences into negatives. That's right. Tom has not reached the island. They have not found the treasure. We move on to the next tense, which is past perfect tense. Now, past perfect tense is used for a completed activity in the past. Okay, it emphasizes that an action was completed before another action took place. For example, Joy had eaten the food before I told him that it was not for him. So he had already eaten the food before he came to know, right? So had eaten is the past perfect form. Roy had baked the cake before I reached home. Had baked. So grammatically, we are using again the V3, the third form of the verb, along with the helping verb, had. So the negatives would be had plus not. Joy had not eaten the food. Roy had not baked the cake. Please note that had not can also be contracted into hadn't. Some more examples. Reena had taken the pill before the doctors reached her. They had called the police before we caught the thief. Try the negatives. Reena had not taken the pill. They had not called the police. Hadn't. Let's move on to the third perfect tense, which is future perfect tense. This tense talks about actions that will be completed before a specific time in the future. For example, Reena will have completed her project by next week. Joy will have left by 5 p.m. tomorrow. So he has not left already. The action is not complete as of now. It will be complete before a specific time in the future, right? So Joy has not left now. He will have left by 5 p.m. tomorrow. Roy will have driven 100 kilometers by the time the day ends. Grammatically speaking, it contains will have plus the third form of the verb. So if you've observed, V3, that is third form of the verb, is used in all the perfect tenses. Like we used ing form of the verb in all continuous tenses, similarly all perfect tenses take the third form of the verb. So will have seen, will have come, will have spoken, etc. So for negatives, just add a not. Reena will not have completed her project by next week. Joy will not have left by 5 p.m. tomorrow. Roy will not have driven 100 kilometers by the time the day ends. So adding a not. Here you can also contract the will not to won't. Right? So Roy won't have driven 100 kilometers. Now, there's an assignment for you. We've covered 9 tenses till now, 3 separate videos with 3 tenses each. Now to revise all of them together. Okay. What I'll do is I'll display a sentence on the screen. Okay. You have to identify the tense and then convert it to the remaining 8 tenses that we have done. I will do the first one for you. Check this out. The sentence is, I meet my friends every weekend. I meet my friends every weekend. So it's a regular activity. The verb is used in its simplest form. I meet. So this is simple present tense. Now we will convert this into the remaining 8 tenses that we have done. In the next video, when we do the remaining 3, we'll convert this into all the remaining tenses. I meet my friends every weekend is the original sentence. Converting to simple past. I met my friends. Simple future. I will meet my friends. Continuous present. I am meeting my friends. Continuous past. I was meeting my friends. Continuous future. I will be meeting my friends. Perfect tenses. Perfect present. I have met my friends. So meet, met. The third form of the verb is used. I had met my friends. Perfect past. And I will have met my friends. Perfect future. So this is something I expect you to do to perfect your tenses. Now it is time to test your skills. Your sentence is, Roy sees a beautiful picture. I repeat, Roy sees a beautiful picture. Now, which tense is this? Yes, it is simple present tense again. Now, try changing this into the other tenses that we've done. That is simple tenses, continuous tenses, and perfect tenses. So that's it for today. See you soon with the last video on tenses simplified. So stay tuned. Thank you.